Hey guys, welcome back to Halo Combat Evolved, where we're now in the library, which, based on what I've heard, is pretty much the least popular level in all of Combat Evolved. I haven't heard too many positive things about it, although Hidden Xperia actually says that this is the best level in CE, mostly because of what it is. And he says that the best way to play this level is using what he calls horror settings, where you play in the dark. Whoop, that was too close. On heroic with the famine skull on, and that actually makes the library much better and a lot more immersive. And I think also more terrifying, I think is what he said. Oh. Yeah. I have not tried playing Halo like that. I don't know if I will. I personally don't really have anything negative to say about the library. I get the complaints about it, mostly due to it being really repetitive, and the flood not really doing anything special. Oh, shotgun. Give me that shotgun.
The energy field of robots contains the index. We must get up there.
Oh. Okay, the flag may actually prove a bit of a challenge on normal. I mean, the infection forms, not really. But yeah. There's the index, that's our ultimate end goal. But we have to go up 4 floors in order to get there. Die. Ew. So if any of you have played the SCVP3 mod, I still haven't got its exact name memorized, then you'll know that the library in particular has had a whole bunch of stuff added to it. Like, in its default form, there's just the flood in here, and it's just incredibly uninteresting as an environment. Oh. Yeah, the flood come from absolutely everywhere. Gonna open the door, Spark?
The security doors have sealed down. I will go access the override to open them.
Yeah, so this happens a lot. So he leaves us, and then the flood will attack.
Please follow closely. Oh. This portal is the first of 10.
10 doors, yeah. Yes, as I was saying, the SCVP3 mod adds a whole bunch of shit to the library.
You brought such ineffective weapons to combat the flood, despite the containment protocols.
Oh. You have to be really careful with the carrier forms. If they blow up near grenades and you're too close, that's an instant death.
The flood must not escape the installation. They consume all. You can see how the body's been transformed by the genetic restructuring of the flood inflation. The small bleeders can form the concept of
Shut up, Spark, not interested. Oh. You know what? I think I will pick up that overshield.
We must continue. This way, please. This installation's research facilities are most impressive. Perhaps you will have time to see them later.
No we won't, because I'm going to blow this ring up. Oh, oh. Yeah, that's what's up, Shogun. Freaking carrier forms. Oh.
These sentinels will supplement your combat system. But I suggest you upgrade to at least a Class 12 combat skill. Your pardon me, a plasma conduit breach in Section 5524 has disrupted power flow to a gravitic make.
Here's the elevator. And they give each floor a funny title. Wait, it gets worse. It sure does. I am really interested to try the SCVP3 mod, just to see exactly how different it is. I have seen gameplay of it in videos, and it does look... I think it is said to be a bit trickier
Flood activity has
than the
caused a
basic
failure
game.
in a drone control subsystem. I must reset the backup unit. Please continue on. I will rejoin you when I've completed my task.
And where am I going to go? The door's locked. And right on cue, the flood attack. Yeah, this is basically the entirety of the library. Go up floors, the flood attack, Sentinels help. Maybe not as much as they could. You listen to Spark ramble on. It is a pretty uninteresting level. Oh. Although, they do introduce the rocket flood in here, which are definitely the most annoying, especially if you don't see them. Or, I guess, if they catch you in an enclosed space when they fire their rockets.
Use their weapons to manage the flood, only for a short time. Speed is of the essence.
If you're playing this on Legendary, the Sentinels don't do jack diddly. Shoot you. You betray us in Halo 3. I mean, you betray us in this game as well, but... Whoa! There's one! Rocket flood, see? So when I play this level with infinite ammo on, I typically have the rocket launcher and I think the Magnum as well. then I just snap off the flood, and then also just kind of snap them with the rocket launcher if I see a group of them. It's really fun just blowing them all to shit. I have a question about the library. Is it possible to actually see the body of Marvin Mabuto? You know, the Marine who almost defeated the Flood? Well, because if you know the story, or if you've read The Flood, the novel, then you know that Spark found a Marine, being Sergeant Mabuto, wandering around the ring, and brought him to the library to basically do what we're doing. And the story goes, he actually got pretty far until he was eventually killed by the Flood. So my question is it possible to find his body, or was that maybe added later on in the remastered version?
Your environment suit should serve you well when the flood begins to alter the atmosphere. You are a good planner.
No, it's just coincidence we're wearing the Mjolnir armor. Oh, rocket launcher. I'm gonna take it. Whoa. Well, magnum ammo. Yeah, I think this is typically my loadouts with the infinite ammo skull on.
The installation was well conceived. It is surely the only way to end the flood.
Why do the elite combat forms wave their arms like that? Oh, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you! Oh. No, you're not coming on. Pressing for you. But I don't want to ride the elevator. Yeah. Floor 3, rinse and repeats. I guess this would be third verse, same as the second and first, maybe.
I would conjecture that the other species currently on the installation is responsible for releasing the flood. They seem most persistent in their attempts to access restricted areas.
Leaking biomass. Is it? No, this wouldn't be him. No, this is him. Because in the novel, it says that his body was basically ruined beyond recognition. So, although you can't really do that in this Halo game anyway, you could probably do it in the others maybe. So, does his body actually exist in here, or is it just in the novels? Can anybody maybe shed some light on that? is not going to be the most exciting level commentary-wise because there's not really anything to talk about. So, apologies. He goes up there. Spark sure does like to take his sweet time opening these doors. Like a chain explosion them.
Naturally, the flood is simply too dangerous to release, and mass sterilization too.
Whoop! Okay, first death to a rocket flood. Whoop! Whoa! Give me those rockets. Yeah, the rocket flood are an absolute menace on higher difficulties. Yeah. First death of the library on normal. Oh, I guess that's a pretty good way in. Oh. And take that! Use rockets, so can I. More magnum ammo. Oh, that helps. Oh. There's a lot of flood videos out on YouTube, a lot by Hidden Xperia specifically, where he talks about them.
The installation was specifically built to study and contain the flood. Their survival as a race was dependent upon it. I am grateful to see that some of them survived to reproduce.
We're not. You got... As I was going to say... You gotta wonder if the flood actually exists in an alternate universe. It certainly would be terrifying if they did! Epic? Nah, not epic enough. Okay, I need it. I need something. Actually, shotgun might be better. Not great for long range, but... I kind of hope we can see Marvin's body. Maybe it's just not. Maybe that's novel only. Okay, so
I will deactivate the security lock. Wait here.
Okay, so now we're in this room. So there's a little trick with this room, which you would definitely want to use for legendary. So what you do is you come behind here, and you wait. And the flood will drop in like normal and look for you, but if you do not fire a single round, they will not come around here and attack you. Almost as if they don't even know you're here. I think it was the Axeman on his No Deaths Legendary run who mentioned that little tip. So if you ever play this on higher difficulties, so Heroic or Legendary, and you get to this part, just come around here, hold still, and do not fire, and you'll survive. I have actually used this before, and I think I actually did use this little trick on, this little tip on my Legendary playthrough. Well, not playthrough, my Legendary trip. No, you're not. I used this trick when I played on Legendary, that's it. So we'll just leave the Sentinels to do their thing. And we'll try to... Okay. We'll try to tap.
Please stay close. Time is short.
There. Oh. Oh. And nuke the ground! Third elevator. So now we're going to floor 4. Floor 4! Reload everything. Yeah, you guys can go and clean up duty. Okay, last floor. Fourth floor. Tools, guns, keys to super weapons. What are you laughing about, Spark? Still no sign of Marvin. It's never actually stated how far he made it. I would assume he probably got to like floor 3 before he finally died. Oh. Yep. Die. Oh, another underfloor section. Oh yeah. One thing you absolutely have to watch out for is either firing a rocket or throwing a plasma grenade when an infection form jumps right at you. Like, I have definitely died to that a few times. And I imagine most of you probably have. Oop. I'm actually grab the magnum. That should do. Oh! Fell through the floor. Fell through the floor. So the ending of this level is obviously the trickiest part because there are just so much flood that come from everywhere.
The Flood are already hard at work repairing your vessel. Its parasitic nature belies the Flood's intelligence.
Oh. Give me that ammo. Again, parasitic nature highlights their intelligence. Yep. The Flood are extremely intelligent. There's a reason they were able to conquer the Forerunners. Okay. Oh, there's the intense Flood music. Okay, so now we're at the final part. And the Flood attack in force. Oop. floor. So, prepare to backtrack quite a bit here. Oh, chain explosion. Those definitely help. Lobbies. There. So you can try to just run for the index, because on easy and normal it's not too bad. Yeah. Frag-grenade, bitch. There we go. Oh, yeah. This is basically a gauntlet.
The energy barrier surrounding the index will deactivate when we reach the ground floor.
Yeah. The library should have gauntlets in brackets or something. I get that. I can kind of get the dislike for it. It is very repetitive, very uninteresting.
You may now retrieve the index.
But I personally don't really have many issues with it. Or really any issues at all. But I'm kind of indifferent personally. Why do they make it look radioactive?
Protocol requires that I take possession of the index for transport. Your organic form renders you vulnerable to infection. The index must not fall into the hands of the flood before we reach the control room and activate the installation. The flood is spreading. We must hurry.
The thing is green. You think it's powered by plutonium? All right, now we get to the 3 levels that basically retread old ground. And I think this is another bit of a gripe that people have with Halo, in that this is basically a retread of Assault on the Control Room, Keys is a retread of the Truth and Reconciliation, and the More is a retread of the Pillar of Autumn. You think Cortana's still here?
Is something wrong?
No, nothing.
No.
Splendid.
Oh.
Shall we?
No, nothing. Oh, I never even used to hear that he said, I thought he just said, no, nothing. He's really wondering, is Cortana still here? Oh yeah, she's still here.
My usefulness to this particular endeavor has come to an end. Protocol does not allow units with my classification to perform a task as important as the reunification of the index with the core.
It's not gonna happen, Spark.
It's reserved for you, Reclaimer.
Why do you keep calling me that? He says in the novel. Yep, the ring's not gonna activate because someone's found out your filthy little secret, Spark.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, really? Cortana.
I've spent the last 12 hours cooped up in here watching you toady about, helping that thing get set to slit our throats.
Hold on now.
No, he's a friend.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Sarcasm.
He's your pal, is he? Your child? Do you have any idea what that bastard almost made you do?
Yes. Activate Halo's defenses and destroy the flood, which is why we brought the index to the control center.
You mean this?
A construct in the core? That is absolutely unacceptable.
Sod off!
What impertinence! I shall purge you at once.
You
You sure
that's
that's a good idea? Cortana has the index now.
How dare you? Oh,
Do what? I have the index. You can just float and sputter.
Enough! Enough! A bit of a delay there,
The flood is
Chief.
spreading. If we activate Halo's defenses, we can wipe them out.
No, you can't.
You have no idea how this ring works, do you? Why the Forerunners built it? Halo doesn't kill Flood. It kills their food. Humans, Covenant, whatever. We're all equally edible. The only way to stop the Flood is to starve them to death. And that's exactly what Halo is designed to do. Wipe the galaxy clean of all sentient life.
Do the
You don't
Flood
believe
really
me?
eat things?
Ask him.
Equally edible. Like, the Flood don't really eat stuff. They just
Is it true?
infect and absorb it.
more or less. Technically, this installation's pulse has a maximum effective radius of 25,000 light years. But once the others follow suit, this galaxy will be quite devoid of life. Or at least any life with sufficient biomass to sustain the flood. But you already knew that. I mean, how couldn't you?
Left out that little detail, did he?
Like with Cubey. Spark is basically Cubey in Monica Magica. Keep his secrets. Oh, because you didn't ask.
Chief, I'm picking up movement.
Why would you hesitate to do what you've already done?
We need to go right now.
Do you think Halo took inspiration from Monica Magica by having Spark kind of imitate Cubey, or the reverse, whichever came first? I actually kind of see a similarity between the two now.
Get us out of here.
If you are unwilling to help, I will simply find another. Still, I must have the index. Give your construct to me, or I will be forced to take her from you.
That's not gonna happen.
So be it. Save his head. Dispose of the rest.
Look out.
Oh, we're just gonna pause right here because that's the library done. I hope you guys weren't too bored by that. That's not the most exciting level, the library. I'll give it that. But yeah, I guess it does its job for what it tries to do. Again, I don't have many complaints about it. I get the complaints, but I'm kind of indifferent about it personally. But I would really like to try the SCVP3 mod and see just how different it is. So that'll do it for this episode. I will see you guys in the next part.